YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Antha Barber coming back at you with another haircut tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be doing a mid skin fade with a number 2 on top. I like to begin each cut by brushing or combing out my client's hair and getting everything to lay in its natural direction. Alright, I'm going to start this off using my WAHL metal magic clips with the lever closed, and I'm going to begin to set my first guideline, which is going to be my bald guideline. And I chose to bald out my client with the clipper because I know a lot of people are going to be watching this due to the quarantine and lockdown we're in. So I wanted to make this haircut as easy for a parent or a loved one that's trying to perform this on somebody they love, as easy and simple as possible, because I know a lot of you don't have the same tools that I'm using. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create your first guideline, which is going to be your bald guideline, and you're going to want to keep everything evenly on both sides and connect it to the back just like I'm showing you how now. So now that my bald guideline was created, I'm going to come in with my BABYLISS foil FX02 and I'm going to completely bald out that guide. You are going to notice that when I get towards the top of that guideline, I will use that flick out motion, and that's because I want to demonstrate a nice, clean, smooth transition from completely bald to stubble, because that's going to help my blend pop. For those of you watching this that don't have this tool, just go ahead and skip this step. Alright, so now that my bald guideline was created and blended out, I'm going to come back in using the same clipper with my lever open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. Once this guide is created with the lever fully open, you're going to see that I'll close my lever and I'll begin to blend from the bottom of this guide right back up towards the top of it. And little by little, as I work my way up from the bottom, I'm going to slightly open my lever. And every time that I do that and I move up, you're going to notice that that guide's moving up with me. But that's okay, because that's exactly what we're looking for. By the time we get towards the top of this guide and our lever's fully extended, it'll be completely blended out. Alright, so I wanted to make sure that I included the back of this haircut because I know a lot of people tend to overstress this area or struggle in it. And I just wanted to show you that if you remain consistent with your step work in the back, just like you did on the sides, that everything will come together as it should. 9 times out of 10, you are going to have to do a little bit more work back here. Either your client's not going to have the perfect head shape and that's going to create some type of shadow, or usually a person's hair tends to grow a little bit thicker in this area back here, so it's going to take maybe a little bit more work. But as long as you're consistent with that step work, everything's going to come out as it should. Alright, so now that guide's blended out, I'm going to come in with my wall number 1 guard with the lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. I am going to give myself the same amount of space that I gave myself with the previous guide, that way I keep everything consistent with this blend. Once my guide's created with the lever fully open, you're going to see that I'll close my lever and I'll begin to blend from the bottom of that guide right back up towards the top of that guide. So I'm going to take that one closed right up to underneath, again, right up to underneath where I just left off with that one fully open. And typically that one closed tends to leave weight behind, so I'm going to show you how to remove that in the next step. Alright, so now I'm going to come in with my wall half guard with the lever fully open, and right where I just showed you was that weight that was left behind by that one closed. So I'm going to come in with my half guard with the lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to attack right above the weight that I see. Again, that's right above the weight that I see. And I'm going to use that fade down process to blend it out, meaning I'm going to close my lever, working my way down until it's completely blended out. For those of you watching this right now and you do not have a half guard, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fully extend your lever, and you're going to want to attack that weight that you see with the corner of your blade. You're not going to want to use the whole blade. If you use the whole blade, you're going to run the risk of creating a new guideline. So you're going to want to use the corner of that blade and just lightly tap at that line until it works itself out. Alright, so my client, like a lot of kids his age, aren't going to have the easiest hair to give a really clean fade to. And if you're getting ready to cut somebody and it's your own child or someone you love or your husband or your cousin or your brother or whatever it may be for the situation we're in right now, don't beat yourself up over that. Don't beat yourself up. You know, to get a really clean cut, especially on a kid, it takes a lot of patience, but it also takes a lot of practice. So like I said, for the moms watching right now, or for the dad watching, or the cousin, or the Theo, or the uncle, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you have fun with it. Take your time, work your way through these steps, and it's gonna come together. You know, we might be locked down enough that you might be dropping some blurries like this with your own YouTube channel before you know it. And real quickly, while I got your guys' ears, I just want to say shout out to Tito Beats for this fire that you are hearing in your ear. I'm gonna make sure to leave his link in the description. You guys make sure to go check his channel out, subscribe, and get active in his comment section and let him know that your boy Ant the Barber sent you. Man, that was work. Alright, so now that I finally got that blended out, I'm going to come in with my WAHL number 2 guard with the lever fully closed, and I'm going to begin to remove and knock down all this bulk. And this is going to be the desired length for my client's hair on top, so I'm going to make sure that I cut everything evenly. For those of you watching this saying, why didn't you just do that in the beginning? You're absolutely correct. I could have chose to do this step in the beginning, or I could do it at the end. I prefer to do it at the end because it's going to bring my blend together, and that's just what I chose to do. So there's not no wrong or right, there's just a preference, and this was just mine. So again, I'm going to make sure that I knock everything down evenly, and then I'm going to show you how to bring that blend into that length on top. Alright, so now that I got everything knocked down evenly, I'm going to go ahead and come in with my WAHL 1.5 guard with the lever fully open. And I'm going to begin to attack right above the weight that I see. I'm going to use this 1.5 guard to bring this blend together. So I'm going to attack right above the weight that I see, and I'm going to use that fade down process, meaning I'll close that lever as needed, working my way down until this guide's completely blended out. Again, for those of you watching that don't have the 1.5 guard, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your number 1 guard back on, fully extend your lever, and you're going to want to attack at the weight that you see, only using the corner of your blade. Again, only use the corner of your blade, because if you use your full blade, you run the risk of creating a new guideline, and that's something you're not going to want to deal with. And so just use the corner of your blade. You might need to slightly close your lever a little. You might need to keep it open. Go ahead and play with that lever some, but only use the corner of your blade. Alright, so because of my client's head shape right there, I am noticing some dark spots, so I'm going to drop down a guard, coming back in with the WAHL number 1 guard with my lever fully open, and I'm just going to begin to do some detail work and attack all the dark spots that I see and really try to bring this blend together. Alright, so now I'm going to begin to prep his front lineup. Right here I'm applying a hold spray, and now I'm going to brush down all those baby hairs in front. After I brush them down, I'm going to go ahead and use my blow dryer to get everything to dry and neatly stay together. And that is really going to just help me give him a nice, crispy, clean lineup. Typically, kids his age, you're going to have to create a box shape for them because they're not going to have one, or what they do have in place is going to be so out of whack that you're going to have to do some pushing back. But keep in mind that you're always going to want to keep it as natural and sharp as possible. And for the parents that are watching that don't have this tool that I'm using right now, just go ahead and skip this step, because it's going to look a lot cleaner if you go ahead and just avoid it than if you try to do something crazy with just a clipper machine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just, your kid's gonna be a lot happier if you just leave that area alone. And again, I'm just trying to keep everything very natural, very clean, and very sharp at the same time. Alright, so now that I got his lineup looking nice, I'm going to go ahead and finalize everything with my straight razor. Anytime you apply a straight razor to your client, whether it be a young child or an adult, you're always going to want to stretch that skin to allow for a comfortable shave. You could see that I like to dry shave. That's just my preference. It might be easier if you use a shave gel until you get comfortable with your razor. But again, I like to dry shave, and I really make sure to stretch the skin to allow my client to have a comfortable shave. Here is a look at the final cut. If you got anything useful out this, I ask that you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, I suggest you stick around. It's only gonna get doper from here. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed and be a blessing. I'm out.